Hey folks, welcome back. Alright, starting a little late tonight, not terribly, about 15 minutes behind schedule today. Sorry about that. Can't blame technology today, this one was on me. So yeah, we'll definitely go ahead and finish setting up here and we will dive right in. No pun intended. Or maybe pun intended. But no, today we are not diving, we are launching. Time to get off this rock. And guys, one of the things that I really liked about this game was I really enjoyed all the cutscenes. Like, the storyline did not disappoint. And getting off the rock, like the final stuff here with the rocket and everything, again, it just followed suit and it did not disappoint. So I am going to keep all cutscenes in. But, you know, feel free to skip ahead if you'd like so you don't get any spoilers, just in case you want to experience this for yourself. It is quite an ending. And they did not skimp on the humor at the end. I'll just put it that way. Alright, sweet deal. Sound is good and strong. We're real time. Folks, before I get into it, if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, that is always appreciated. Alright. Let's do this thing. Toodles. Actually, I'm not going to get off camera just yet. I'll do a little bit of an intro. Make sure my screen is centered-ish. Alright, so here it is, guys, the end of the game. Awesome ending. I'm super excited here. And guys, to get off this rock, we got to build this massive rocket. It's not going to be cheap. It's not going to be one bit cheap. So I'll just show you the blueprint here. Now, this is only stage 1. Unfortunately, I can't show you everything. It only lets me show you the first stage. But guys, right off the top, pow, look at that titanium requirement. This is only stage 1. Like, there's, I think, 3 or 4 stages we have to get through. And they're all heavy burden on materials needed. So just kind of wanted to throw that out there. A lot of people get stuck here because they're trying to launch and it's telling you you can't, you know, because of some weapon or something. I don't really remember what the game says, but if you've already got your rocket built and you can't escape, it's probably because you need to go back over to the island where that alien base is, where the big gun is. Go back down there to the bottom where, you know, that thing stabs you in the arm. It's basically testing your blood to make sure that, you know, you're no longer infected. So once it does that, and I showed that in my last stream, by the way, so that would be Subnautica Part 10, just in case you're interested in actually seeing that. And it's on the playlist. That link is in the description below there. But anyway, yeah, once you got that mega cannon turned off, guys, you're ready to rock and roll. You can launch your rocket. So with that, let's go ahead and get to work on crafting. Peace out, y'all. Alright, let's do this thing. Now, I don't have anything in here. I don't even know why I'm in here, to be honest, other than to probably break down these lockers. They're no longer needed. Go ahead and clear my inventory out here. I might need some of this random stuff. I'll hold on to it. I don't need the key cards anymore. Probably don't need the medkits anymore. Oh. Make sure these are actually emptied out. I'm pretty sure, like, on moving day, I was real thorough. I got all my goods out of here. And yeah, this is just basically stored titanium at this point. I almost said tortanium. Like Tortuga, only not. See, I'll be doing all of my crafting from my sub. Speaking of crafting, guys, we are going to be building this thing from the mobile vehicle bay. And I'm not sure how deep the water has to be. I guess we'll try building it here. You know, if we have to move, we'll move. But definitely want to get this first stage going here, so I'll go ahead and get my stuff crafted up.
Captain, all systems online.
I'm going to miss hearing that sound. Welcome aboard, Captain. And, you know, I've been saying I wish there was more than one of these posters in the game. Guys, when we get the rocket building here, it's going to give us, at some point before we launch, the opportunity to make a time capsule. We can dump goods in there, and I swear, it seems like when I play a new game file, like, something that I launched, I'll come across in the ocean. So, like, I don't know. Maybe I can, you know, maybe I can have another cat poster. We'll have to find out. I do have some stuff already pre-craft. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. Well, I haven't used copper in a minute. And I honestly can't remember what all is needed now for that pesky... Okay, 1 gold, 1 copper wire, 2 table coral. The table coral. Oh. Yep, got plenty of that. Okay, one more check here on our requirements. So yeah, 2 titanium ingots. I thought I grabbed 2. It says I only have 1. Ah, yeah. I was gonna do this. Once that's pre-craft, go ahead and... I think it was 4 lead. Wow, that's not nothing. I honestly have no idea where I store my lead anymore because I'm like I never need lead anymore. Alright, there we go. Good thing I got plenty of it. Check that blueprint one more time. Alright, there it is, guys. Everything's greenlit. Let's go build this sucker. And just in case you're wondering, I'll talk about that here in a minute. I'll probably revisit that when I go get ready to launch. And mobile vehicle base should be this away. Alright, let's see what happens.
Cannot build here.
Aha!
Must be constructed in deeper water.
That's okay. We can do this. So I think I had to go out to about this point here in order to drop my whatever that big submarine's called, the Cyclops. Fingers crossed. There it is. I know the science doesn't always add up when you're putting materials in. It's still fun. Okay, once that thing plops down, we should be able to see what's needed next. We have to wait for that, though, because we have to start using the fabricator that's actually on that platform. So the mobile vehicle bay is no longer required. Uh-oh. Alright, that's the basic unit. So yeah, from here... Plasteel, copper wire, lube. Plasteel, copper wire, loop. Got it. Oh. And actually, we should be able to start seeing blueprints by now. Okay, not all of them still, surprisingly. I thought that would open all of them, but we gotta go one step at a time, it looks like. That's okay. The good thing about this is I've got a vehicle I can actually move over there and use it as a... I guess a mobile crafting bay, per se. So one more time, I will turn on the sub.
Engine powering up.
Sound the horn. Because that never gets old. Alright, good enough. So plasteel ingot, guys. I might even have a pre-craft. Oh, a couple. Sweet. I know I got lubricant. And what was the other thing? Ah, the copper wire. That's right. I'm going to be going through copper. Hope I have enough. There goes that music. It's getting real. Alright, once you got the materials needed that are green, let's just go ahead and... It's kind of like a touch screen here. You gotta go down there and hit your activate button. That thing will get to work. Very cool, coming to view. And we actually got to go up there. Kind of like a legit rocket boarding. Alright, I think that's all set. Let's see what's next on the hit list. Okay, good thing I brought that nickel ore up out of the depths. I knew something like that was coming. So plasteel, 3 nickel aerogel. I do not have aerogel pre-craft, I don't believe. So I know I got a wiring kit, sweet. Plasteel, oh, I do have aerogel, that makes it even easier. Whoop. So the 3 nickel ore, that'll do us. Oh, and while I'm at it, I'm going to fill up that time capsule with some other, like, actual useful stuff. Because I normally just dump a bunch of garbage in there, you know, like whatever tools I have on me, I put those in there. Then when I find the capsule, I never need that stuff anymore. So this time, try to get ahead of the game a little bit for my next playthrough. If it is, you know, the way I think it is, where the time capsule can be found by you on a later playthrough. Hey, Kathy, welcome. Good to see ya. Yeah, bittersweet. I mean, not terribly, because, you know, I've only been playing for like a month. But yeah, it is bittersweet, because the adventure's over. I usually just start up a new game at this point. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, no doubt. Very beautiful game. I just realized my microphone's not close to me. Hopefully you guys have been able to hear me okay. Oh, 2 aerogel. I'm a genius. See, I don't read. I need to slow down. Pay attention. I'm getting all excited here. Well, that takes care of the aerogel. Alright, now we can hit the button. Booyah. So now I'm just kind of remembering, you know, from past playthroughs, I think we're going to need enameled glass. Good news is I got plenty of stalker tooths. Alright. Ooh, the crystalline sulfur, already got it. 2 more kyanite, plasteel, ion power cell. Okay, so we do need an ion power cell. I had a feeling it involved that, but I wasn't 100% sure. I hesitated to craft that up before. Alright, just to see what we got cooking here. 2 more kyanite, plasteel. Oh. So yeah, just that pesky power cell. And I honestly can't remember. I can never remember how to craft that thing. Ion power cell. So 2 of those. Okay, so wait a minute. 2 ion battery. Two ion battery. Where are my cubes? Those might actually still be in the prawn. Aha. Bunch of random stuff in there. Oh. If I did that right, I should be able to craft 2 of those up right now. Oh, nuts. How did I not get the 2 silver? I knew I needed that. Alright, that looks better. I was so proud of myself. I was like, oh yeah, I got this one in the bag. Batteries crafted. Alright, once we got the 2 bats plus the rubber, we're good to go. Toes are wiggling. I'm getting antsy. Where is my spec? Just to make sure we're good to go. Oh, 2 power cells. See, I don't read. Fail. But at least now I know how to craft them. Let's see how good my memory is. We definitely need rubber. One, two. 1, 2. Ion cubes. Good thing I brought a bunch back. This is probably one of the resources I keep having to go back into the depths for. Yeah, so I think I did a lot better this playthrough. Being better prepared, you know, getting to this point. Alright. Boom, baby. Get it done. Actually, before I go over there... Yeah, we're good. It's nighttime already. This process is not fast. Okay, now for the very top of it, I'm pretty sure that's where we need that enameled glass. I don't know why I feel like I have to sit here and watch it cook. Like, I can just go back in the sub. I'll see the blueprint here in a second. Start working on that glass, I suppose. I'm not sure how many is needed. One. Okay, so that's not terrible. Cyclops shield generator, what? I don't have that. One more plasteel. This is the last plasteel ingot we will ever have to craft. And that is a good feeling. Okay, so computer chip, shield generator, shield generator, shield generator. Let me make sure I don't already have that. I'm pretty sure I don't. Snicker Fritz. And that's not cheap either. Okay, at least I got a power cell. Advanced wiring kit. I already got that pre-crafts, which is awesome. And the polyethylene, I'm not sure what's involved in that. I know it's involved. Hydrochloric acid and gold. Oh. Just reminded me I need 2 table curls from here. Yeah, good enough. Good thing I brought back them deep shrooms too. I didn't even think I'd need it in this stage. Maybe my spidey senses were telling me something and I just wasn't aware. Alright, we got our polyethylene. It's a phenomenon. It's an anemone. What else was I needing? Don't remember. That's right, computer chip. Shield generator. Wow, there goes my copper. All right. That might be another thing I stick in my time capsule, just because copper is like always, I mean always in high demand. Shield generator, let's see what's left on that. Oh, sweet deal, I'm already there. Check our blueprint. And that's it, guys, last stage. Now it's getting real. Going to work. Alright, well that's crafting. And guys, we're not done yet. Like I said, that's only part of it. There's a whole process here to actually launch this sucker. But I gotta be honest, this is just so much fun. Like, if you don't want the spoiler, and if you just want to experience all this to yourself, you might want to pause this and watch it at a later date. I don't know. But yeah, it's just very, very cool. Alright, so it's done. Go ahead and use your elevator. Going up. Like I said, it feels like an actual legit rocket launch. So now I should say, before we get in here and start doing all the work, you know, to launch, you still need to go back to the alien building and, you know, deactivate the giant cannon via that thing that's down in the basement, that injection thing that gets you in the arm to test your blood to make sure you're no longer infected. So, you know, just in case you need help doing that, I kind of feel like I should show that. Yeah, you know what? I am going to show that. Oh, and make sure you take the elevator down, because if you jump off and you miss the water, the fall damage is pretty intense, and that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to say I did that, but I'm not going to say I didn't do that. So yeah, guys, I'll just grab the Seamoth. It'll be a super fast trip. I'll go over there, show you where the cure is, first of all, and then I'll take you into the alien building right quick and show you that as well. Actually, yeah, Seamoth. Definitely going to be the way to go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Come on. So guys, the easiest and safest way, most importantly the safest way to get to the island is go the same direction the Aurora is facing, so that way. So basically what I do, just rule of thumb, is I kind of turn left until I can no longer see it in my window. So right about there. So it's about northeast, maybe just a little left of northeast. But this is Leviathan safe. And you're heading right toward the island. Now, you know, it's not perfect because the stupid island doesn't show you it's there until you're like right on top of it. So you kind of have a feeling like maybe you're not going the right way. But you are. Just stay with it. And that thing will pop right in front of you here. Oh. A little more left even. Alright. So this is kind of like a twofold milk run. We're going to find the cure, in case you don't already have it. And then once we activate the cure and we cure ourselves, then we can go deactivate the weapon. And remember, there's Leviathans out here, so stay nice and close to land here. And you'll be okay. So there's our big alien building. It's not actually rendered in yet in my game. But trust me, it's there. Now, I've already done this, you know. I've deactivated it already, so it's kind of like limp. But if you haven't done that in your game yet, it's going to still be standing upright like it's armed and ready to fire. So, yeah, mine's definitely deactivated. So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and dive here. And again, keep your vehicle close to land because that'll keep Leviathans off of your back. And we're looking for one of these doohickeys. Must be down a little further. Oh, there are warpers here, so that's kind of nuisancey, but it's a necessary evil. So this is what you're looking for, this little telewarper. And notice all these little bubbles all over the place. All you got to do is get out and interact with that. And of course, I've already done this, so I can't. But once you interact with that, there will be a little cutscene, and you're essentially cured. Once you're cured, go ahead and flip around, and we can enter the base. You can swim up here, or you can take the vehicle in. Go ahead and go all the way back to the back side of the room here. And we'll have... Oh, yeah, it's really dark in my game because it's deactivated, so the power is no longer flowing. But in your game, if you haven't done this, you know, it should be well lit. You should be able to see where you're going, no problems. Gotta make our way up the little gangway here, all the way to the top. And wow, look at all that stuff I got turned on. It's kind of hard to see what's going on. And yeah, just like before, we'll have to interact with this terminal. We'll let it go ahead and stab our arm. And then once all that's done and said, building will deactivate, and you are now free to move about the cabin, so to speak. You are now free to launch your Neptune rocket. I love how they make you take the long way down this little serpentine gangway, ramp, whatever system. Apparently the aliens didn't believe in stairs. Alright, let's get back to base and let's get off this rock. So in case you're wondering, there was a follow-up game to this. It's called like Subnautica, Sub-Zero, or Zero something, or Freezing, Frozen. Honestly, I can't remember the name of the freaking game. Me and my names. But yeah, it's the second part of this. It's like a continuation game. It's not Subnautica 2. That's going to be a completely separate type of deal. Subnautica 2 is not yet out. That'll come out, I think, next year is what they're talking about. Maybe this year. I haven't looked this one up in a while, so forgive me if I don't have that exactly right. But yeah, coming out here real soon, Subnautica 2, and that'll be multiplayer. And it's supposed to be more like this game. I don't know. But, you know, we'll have to see what happens when it's released. But honestly, I did not care for the second game to this one. The Sub-Zero or whatever. I liked everything it stood for. But the materials were different, the vehicles were different, there was no more Cyclops, there was like this train car design. I did not like that at all. Not only that, where this is more like an open ocean, That game was more like tunnels, like ditches and trenches. And I just kind of felt like I was swimming around in a cave most of the game. Either that or you're up on land, and I got lost on land for hours. And I was like, you know what, I'm just not having fun here. I didn't even finish the game. I kind of just quit playing it. But anyway, long story short, there is another game if you're interested. Just know it's going to be a bit different. And then, but the storyline continues. So, like, you're a guy right now, and there's a sister. That's whose picture you keep seeing on lockers and stuff. And the next game, you actually play the part of the sister. And she comes back to this exact same planet. Lands in a different area. I think, like, one of the poles or something where there's more ice. But anyway, yeah, so it's just, like I said, a lot of the same. Alright, guys. It's getting real. And I love the aesthetics. Like, all that misty stuff coming off the rocket. Legit. And I'm not sure if we have to craft anything. And I do remember the game's very well guided. So once we come up here and we get into our rocket, like, there's stuff that we have to do in here. Now, I don't know why they give you all this storage. Like I said, there's no part of the game where you can access that after this point. So I don't honestly know why there's storage in here. But anyway, there's storage, nonetheless. Yeah, we're going to have to interact with all this stuff, but again, I want to do it guided. So I'm going to come up here and see what the game says. Okay, time capsule. This is what I was talking about. I don't know if you have to fill it up per se. Image. Yeah, again, the copper, to me that's like gold. Well, I suppose I better prioritize the power cells, because again, that's copper. Yeah, good enough. So if I see that configuration, next time I find a time capsule, I will know for sure I put those there. Not only that, I want my cat poster. Oh yeah. Alright, time capsule loaded. Activate life support system. Go ahead and do that.
Life support systems online.
And one thing I really loved about Subnautica was every time we build a new vehicle, the voice changes. I think that was the most awesome thing they ever could have done. And she has such a nice voice. She's nice. Okay, so notice this readout here. We've got life support. We just turned that on. Time capsule. I don't know why it's still showing red. Oh, maybe we have to... Okay, maybe we have to load these up. Oh, man. Now I will really know if I find this time capsule. Okay, I think I'm done now. I hope I'm done now. I guess I just back out.
Time capsule ready.
Okay, so that's what it is. You kind of have to fill it all in. Okay, awesome. And then, guys, one more thing to do up here. Boot up the primary CPU. Kind of feel like I'm in a sci-fi movie right now. Flipping switches, and I have no idea what for. But the actors always seem to know exactly what they're doing. Alright, so all three of those readouts are now green lit. So you notice we got the life support, the time capsule, the primary computer. There's 3 more here. We've got the antenna thing, hydraulic systems, and auxiliary power unit. So to do that, we got to go back downstairs. And I think each one of these things that we flip does one of those things each time we flip something. So there's our auxiliary power unit. And we get
Auxiliary power unit online.
we get confirmation of that. There's our communications.
Communications systems array active.
Loving the sound effects.
Pressurizing hydraulics.
Alright.
All systems are go for liftoff.
That's it, guys. There's our confirmation. We're ready. So the only thing left to do now is flip the switch, so to speak. So now, again, if you don't want the in-game spoilers, the final cutscene, it's pretty cool. I'll just go ahead and throw that out before I, sit down and launch here. Well, that's it. That's all she wrote.
Ready to launch on your command, Captain. Launch in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time capsule jettison. Caution, approaching orbital debris field. Orbital debris field clear. Performing gravity turn maneuver. Confirm destination coordinates. Nearest interstellar phase gate. Engaging ion boosters in 3, 2, 1.
What is a wave without the ocean? A beginning without an end. They are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sand. We are different, but we go together.
I kind of wanted to put my image back in there because I was just smiling, taking it all in. Love this game. Alright guys, it's absolutely beautiful. I know the graphics don't come through on the channel, but when you play it on your own TV, you're going to be somewhat in awe that this is such an old game. It's absolutely gorgeous. In fact, I think it looks even more beautiful than some of the more modern games. So yeah, just absolutely, just all the way around, the storyline, the graphics, the music, the soundtrack. Just awesome stuff. The voice acting. Now, I don't know if I can skip this. There should be another little cutscene coming up. But I'm afraid if I skip this, we might miss the final little... Altera sticks it to us one more time, and I really want to show you guys that, so I think I'll just let this play out here for a second. I feel like Beavis and Butthead right now. Every now and then they'd show Beavis and Butthead trying to, dance. Yeah, good times. Anyway, definitely hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I'm going to see if this final cutscene comes up here in a second, but in the meantime, if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, that is always appreciated. And I would say, as always, until the next time, best of luck and happy hunting, but there is no next time. Like, video series complete, 11 videos, wow. So like I said, really short game. If you just stick to the storyline, it is a very fast game. But I've had playthroughs where I just took a few months with it. You know, I had a blast. I farmed. I explored. Guys, there's so much more to see in the ocean than what I showed you. Like, the discovery element's definitely there. So yes, you can definitely put some time into the game.
Permission to land will be granted once you have settled your outstanding balance of 1 trillion credits.
Yep. That was Altera's final stick it to us. I don't know if you guys could hear that real good, but... yeah, basically we owe Altera now for the value of all the materials we collected while we were trying to save our own lives. Does anyone see a parallel here? Anyway, guys, again, thank you so much. Definitely appreciated having y'all along for the journey. Definitely hope you enjoyed it. And, yeah, I'll have to figure out what the next big game's gonna be. Until the next time, peace out, y'all. Absolutely, Kathy, and thanks for sticking with. Peace out, y'all.